So if you watch the screen, we're going to show you some images of the product just so you can see it. The product has the dimensions and readability of a pad of paper. In material, shape, and optics, and feel, it actually takes us to a whole new world. It has subtle curves which make it very easy to hold. It has a large screen based on e-ink, and so that its readability is very high and it's great in bright sunlight. It's very simple. As you can see around the border, there are no keys to get in the way, no buttons, no directional pads. You control it with your finger, not with a stylus. We do not use a stylus. It operates with swipes and taps on-screen controls. And you'll get more of a view of it kind of later through the presentation. The device is the center of what we're doing, but it's really only the beginning. I mean, we talk a lot about the device, but it's really only the beginning of what we're doing. Right? What we've created is a very unified and integrated system to make business professionals more productive, to help you access published content in a new way, to let you work with personal and work information, including your mail and your calendar, to always stay connected so your information is always up to date. And again, we're going to walk through this as we go through the presentation, but the thing to keep in mind is we are not just developing an eReader. We're developing a complete solution space. Our first product was designed in collaboration with IDEO. One of the key strengths of our company is the way that we form partnerships. You can see it in the way that we partner with publishers. You can see it in the way that we publish with AT&T and the way that we work with Barnes & Noble. One of the things that we did when we were in the design process is we decided to bring in some very capable folks from IDEO, but instead of working with them the way that most product firms work with design firms, where you contract out the work and then something comes back. Given that we are working on such a unified and integrated system, we decided to do something innovative and have the IDEO people co-located in our offices along with us and work as members of the team, and in some cases actually directing some of the work of Plastic Logic employees. So to talk about a little about the design, we're going to watch a video here. It's Caroline Flagiello from IDEO.
The industrial design actually pulled back a bit more than just focusing on the physicality. It was thinking about the celebration of print, the celebration of black and white. And ultimately, this is a technology that's around plastics. And so I think one of the challenges that I thought was really important for this product was to not use metal, which is traditionally used in premium products. And ultimately, what we're looking for to create something physical and of beauty, it's optics. And the optics of the plastic that we used, the translucency, the way that the finish, the gloss, the matte, the contrast of textures is really about optics and letting light and transparency, as I mentioned, really shine. And when you look at the industrial design, it's supposed to look like a glass container with ink. Ink.
She was going to say e-ink. Okay. So if you listen to Caroline, you probably understand at Plastic Logic, we really celebrate black and white. And if all you have to do is look around you to see an example of that. E-ink on paper, or ink on paper, I should say, e-ink on plastic, which is what we're delivering, right, is the key to readability. And we celebrate that all the time. Content and readability is king in everything we do. Now, I'd like to show you the next piece of our ecosystem, and I'd like to talk about our UI and software, and I'll start by explaining our homepage. I had mentioned earlier that we created a very innovative design